Hi, my name is John Joyce and I'm going to show you how we check the lighting system on a school bus for our pre-trip. I'm going to enter the bus, and once on the bus, sit down in my seat, I am going to turn on my lights, my high beams, my destination lights, my ID lights, and turn on my master flasher. So I'm going to enter the bus now to start that. Right now I'm going to turn on my headlights. By looking into my crossover mirrors, I am testing my high beams and they are operational. I'm going to turn on my four-ways. Again, looking into my crossover mirrors, I can see that they are working. I'm going to turn on my ID light, then my destination sign, and my master flasher. Right now, as you can see in the crossover mirrors, they are yellow. But once I open up the door, they automatically turn red. Now I'm going to exit the bus, and I am going to come down and look at the front of the bus and look at the lights. As I'm coming out of the bus, I'm checking my stairwell. The railings are good. The mats are good for coming down the steps. Everything's good. My light is on. My light is on in here. My glass is all clear. Nothing cracked. The rubber molding is all good. The piston is right there for the door. That looks good. Operational, and nothing is leaking. I start here at the glass. The glass is clear. Nothing broken. The def is door is closed and secured. My mechanic hand step is operational. My mechanic handle. My side mirrors are clear of defect. Nothing broken and fastened. This is obviously secure. My four-way is working. My crossover mirror is secure. I'm going to start from the top of my bus and work my way down. I see two antennas, they're straight. I see my lights, my destination lights. I see my red 8-ways flashing. I see my windshield, clear, no cracks. I see my hood. Even though we checked it, we're going to double check that it is secure. I have my grill that is fastened, no damage, nothing in the radiator. My glass is clear, no cracks. It is operational, both the four-way and the headlight. On this side as well, clear glass, nothing cracked. Headlights and four-ways are working. This mirror is secure. My bumper is secure, license plate is secure, and I have two tow hooks. And while I'm here, I will double check to make sure there are no fluids under the bus. Next, I will walk over to the side of the bus. Now I'm continue on my pre-trip. Look from the top to the bottom. I can see my yellow, and red clearance lights. I can see my glass. My emergency exits are clearly marked emergency exits. My glass appears clear, no cracks, no breaks. I can see the DOT tape around the emergency windows and around the emergency door. As I come up, I can check my four-way is operational. I have my mechanic step, operational. My mechanic handle, my glass here is clear, free of breaks, and it's secure. My battery compartment is secure. My emergency stop arm here, the red lights on both sides are operational. My airbag is full and secure. There's no leaking of air. One of my four-ways operational. Again, my DOT tape. I have my rub rails up here all secure. My emergency door, again, clearly marked with DOT tape. When I open it, the alarm will sound, and then I will secure the door. The locking mechanism is working. I then check my seal around it. All secure. Nothing stuck inside. Again, it's clearly marked throughout the door. And when I close the door, close the handle, the alarm turns off. I continue on. My rub rails, my yellow reflector. I have two dual tires in the back here. Minimum depth for each is 230 seconds. There's an even space between each tire. And behind it, I have an airbag. I have a shock absorber. I have the braking mechanism with a slack adjuster. I have a leaf spring mount. And from this angle, I can see the drive shaft and the exhaust. These tires, I can look from here. The ABCs appear fine. Abrasions, bumps, and cuts. The rim appears fine, no damage. you have your lug nuts are all secure. They're clearly, the flags are in the right order, which means these are not loose. Your axle nuts are nice and tight. You have one valve stem which is straight and secure, and your second valve stem straight with a cap on, secure. My mud flap is secure. My second stop arm, red lights are flashing. My airbag here is secure, nothing leaking. I have a red reflector. Now I come to the back of the bus. I have my red clearance lights, my destination sign, my 8 ways are on, they're red. I got my glass, it appears secure. I have DOT clearly around it, it's marked. When I open up the door, my backup lights will come on. My door is secure. My rubber molding around the side is fine. It is again clearly marked. When I close the door, the sound disappears and my backup lights turn off. My braking lights and my 4-ways. I have my, again, the DOT tape, my rub rails, my license plate is secure, my license plate light is on, my sign here that we don't turn right on red, my brake lights and 2 red reflectors, my bumper is secure, I have 2 tow hooks, and under here I can easily see my fuel tank, and I give a quick little kick to my exhaust to make sure that it is secure. Now I check the second side of my bus all the way down. On the clearance lights, this side I have red, amber. I have my emergency exits on my 2 emergency windows clearly marked. The glass appears fine, no cuts. The emergency windows both have DOT tape around them. There is DOT tape down the side. My rub rails appear fine. I have a red reflector here. This is my fuel tank. I make sure that it is secure. Then on these tires in the back, 115 PSI. Again, these are the minimum depth for these rear tires is 2/32. They can be recapped. There is an even space between them. On this side, I can see the airbag. Behind here is the shock absorber and the slack adjuster. I have a leaf spring mount, and again, I can see the exhaust system and the drivetrain, and the frame here has no cuts or welds. At the tire, looking what I can see on this tire, the ABCs appear fine, no abrasions, bumps, or cuts. The rim appears fine, no damage. The lug nuts are clearly secure because following the flags around. These are my axle nuts, they appear secure. I have one valve stem, which is straight with cap, and the second one straight with cap. And I kick the mud flap. I have a yellow or amber colored reflector. This particular bus has for luggage storage. I am going to open it and make sure that there's nothing inside. There is an interior light in here that you can check on your dashboard with all your other lights to make sure that it is operational. My second one, again, to make sure nothing there. Rub rails, again, I mentioned the DOT tape. My 4-way is flashing operational. This particular bus seats 70 children, 46 adults, and 0 wheelchairs. Now I am back on the front of the bus where we would enter and do the interior of our pre-trip.